Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are trading above fair value for the most part. Dow just down slightly. We've got SpaceX trading slightly higher again on Wednesday morning. Now, we do have retail sales numbers coming out at 8:30. Then we've got energy inventories later in the morning, and then the Fed meeting this afternoon. So any of those three events could certainly help change the direction of the market. Now, commodities are mixed this morning with crude oil up slightly while gold is down slightly on Wednesday morning. Now, yesterday was an interesting day, a new high for the Dow, new high for the TSX and the TSX Composite. Not a new high for the rest of the U.S. market, with the Vanguard Total Market ETF still trading below 375. If we can take that out, then 382.81 comes into play. The S&P 500 still trading below the recent high. We're still stuck to 750. We closed at $750.33 yesterday. If we can take out the recent high, then $765.63 is the next target. Looking at the NASDAQ 100, we're still trying to break out above 750. If we can do that, then 781.25 comes into play. Now, U.S. financials have recovered quite a bit over the past few trading days, and we are back up to the highs we haven't seen since February. The Canadian financials actually made a new high on Tuesday. U.S. banks were higher yesterday inside day, while Canadian banks made a new high on Tuesday. Looking at semiconductors, they pulled back yesterday, down nearly 5%. And looking at some of those stocks, the biggest loser in the SOX index was Marvell, still on a buy signal. Monolithic Power, it's been struggling up here. Once it got up to the top of the panic zones, it's just been trading sideways. Similar situation for Intel. Intel traded above the 125 level several times, so it hasn't been able to break away from it. If we can take out Monday's high, then 137.50 would come into play. And you can see the pros are just about to give up control of Intel. Then looking down on Intel, we need to close below $110.51 on Wednesday to give us a sell signal. Acellus still on a buy signal here, no change, down 7.7% on Tuesday, still closing above the upper channel line. And then in Rambus, still on a sell signal here. It's been on a sell signal for a couple of weeks. NVIDIA still on a sell signal, trading in the channel. A close on Wednesday above $212.84 would give us a buy signal for NVIDIA. We are still projecting lower prices here. We'd have to break down below $200. If that happened and we took out the low from early May, then 187.50 would be our next target, and then 175. Looking at the energy sector, crude oil prices were down again yesterday. They're up slightly in the pre-market this morning. Gasoline also traded lower, while natural gas came back on a buy signal. I wouldn't worry about natural gas unless it starts breaking out above that nice trend line there, above the flypaper channel. That would tell us that new money is coming back into natural gas. Looking at U.S. energy stocks, they were down on the day yesterday, making a new low for this move. Very quiet trading yesterday. Canadian market was also slightly lower yesterday, but again, very quiet trading. Of course, we're not long energy anymore. We're long the bear ETFs at the moment, and they moved slightly higher on Tuesday. What didn't work in New York, it was Halliburton was the big loser, followed by Texas, followed by Baker Hughes. And then Exxon, which has been on a sell signal for a month now, was actually higher on the day, so no change in trend for Exxon, and there's a nice gap there for traders to deal with. Looking at the TSX, the worst performing energy stock in the TSX Energy Index was TerraVest, down over 7%, followed by Baytech, which was down 3.59%, and then Cenovus down 3.24%, so no change in trend there. And then last up, we've got Suncor down 2.36%, a new low for this move for Suncor on Tuesday. Last up, we've got the Fear Index. It's on a sell signal. We're on a sell signal for the NASDAQ VIX. We've got it on a sell signal for the Russell 2000 VIX. So we'll be watching those in the future. But coming into Wednesday's trading action, options traders seem to be very calm, cool, and collected coming into the open on Wednesday morning. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like we're going to have a fairly quiet open on Wednesday. We'll have to see how the market deals with the retail sales numbers, and then, of course, energy inventories, and then the Fed meeting this afternoon, which could certainly put some volatility into the market. You have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Thursday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theyuptrend.com.